Why are some of you bothered by the drizzle movement? Why are you guys bothered? I thought you guys didn't want to deal with men anymore.
This drizzle movement is getting out of hand. It's getting out of hand.
I was talking about my breakup, and I was saying I broke up with my boyfriend, but he was a good guy, treated me well, but he was not my husband, so we broke up.
Shout it out from your chest. No hymen, no diamond.
All bullied men so much that they are all now banding together to enter their soft guy era.
How are you claiming to be a man and you're saying soft guy era and you're not?
It's not even worth acknowledging because it's just like, it's an insult to my intelligence.
The soft guy era is here to stay. We've had enough of the games.
Hey, I love the men for this little soft guy era.
You in your soft boy era? Mama got the money, baby. It's okay. Gonna take them Gucci loafers off at the door. Lay down, because I'm about to fix you some food.
The sprinkle movement. Those women are prostitutes. They sex workers. Any woman who exchanges her sexuality in exchange for money, that's what that is.
It agitates me, like, I'm not even kidding. I hate, like, I'm not gonna text you first. I'm sorry, like, if you're a guy, I'm not gonna be texting you in the morning, like, good morning. No, you need to text me good morning, good night, how was your day, and I'll respond to you. You're waiting for me to message you in the morning. You don't text me because of that, or you don't text me first because you're like waiting for me to text you. We're just literally not going to talk anymore because I'm not going to text you first. I'm sorry. I like to be courted. I like to feel pursued. I am a woman. I'm old school. I'm traditional. I like to feel thinking of me feeling. And then trust me, when you message me, I'm going to be like, hey, how are you? I'm doing good too. Blah, 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 blah. I had this guy and we were like texting whatever. This one day he just didn't text me in the morning, good morning. And we went like 2 days without texting because I don't care. And I was already at the point where like, we're just never going to talk again because I'm not texting him. And he's probably like, well, she ain't text me either. He goes, I haven't heard from you. I'm like, well, you haven't texted me. I know, but you never texted me either. So, okay, we just won't talk ever again. He goes, you could text me. You didn't text me. Okay, well, you're not a delicate little flower that needs to be treated like a little princess. That is such a turnoff. Like, it's kind of like, well, I paid the tab yesterday. Aren't you going to pay the tab? Why should I have to pay the tab? No. Sprinkle, sprinkle.
I'm new school and feel the same way. If she's not texting me, then we ain't talking. Nah, today's women are ungrateful. They could care less about how to treat a man. They just take. Nah, I'm done with all that. It got me nowhere. After that, someone replied, exactly. A lot of men are packing up and heading overseas. As long as you text first every now and then and respond regularly, I'm good. I'm not going to waste my time being the only one chasing. There needs to be some mutual chasing. Let me ask you something. What do you bring to the table? A woman who says all these things are the ones you got to watch out for. They will eventually get bored of you keeping on pursuing them and then go find someone else. Just when will they realize that they're the ones that killed chivalry? Just when will they realize that they're the ones that created this mess? Drizzle.
This drizzle movement is getting out of hand. It's getting out of hand. Against my better judgment, I went on Bumble. I connected with a guy. We were having great conversations. We talked a few times. We made a plan to go out and have lunch. The day of, I'm getting ready. He hits me up and he's like, so I'm in the mood for seafood. Do you like seafood? I'm like, yeah, I like seafood. He like, okay, well then we should go to this restaurant. I don't even remember the name of it because we ain't go. But anyways, we should go to this restaurant and I know you paying for the lunch. Drizzle. No, I know I'm hanging up in your fucking face. Clicky. Because you got to be a drizzle fool if you think... You got to be a whole different level of sassy to use the word drizzle. I don't give a damn if it's misting outside. If rain is coming out the sky, you better not even say it's drizzling. Because I'm going to walk away. Drizzle. No, I'm not going. And that's for drizzle, for shizzle, my nizzle, fucking fool.
This just sounds to me like a man that knows his worth. How dare he invites you on a date and then you decide not to pay for the meal? That man most definitely have dodged a bullet. He will find a better woman that knows what she's supposed to do when she's invited out on a date.
So I've been made aware that the last couple of weeks that the males have hated my video that I was talking about my breakup, and I was saying I broke up with my boyfriend, but he was a good guy, treated me well, but he was not my husband, so we broke up. They had a problem with that because basically what they're saying is good enough should be good enough. But let me tell you one thing, good enough was never good enough for me. I live my life on 10 with everything that I do. I'm not going to look at something that's good and think that it's husband, because here's what it is. Good enough is right here. This is a good boyfriend. This is a husband. My goodness! And a lot of y'all date men that are in the...
You need to return any money that man spent on you. He probably spent too much on you. That's why you lost respect for him. She also leaves out the part where she found another man, because women don't break up with men to sit at home and read a book.
In today's day and age, it doesn't matter how good of a guy you are or how good you treat a woman. They will always find a ridiculous reason to leave you for the next man. She never mentioned any problems in the relationship. The only issue she had was that the man was a good man, but it wasn't good enough. Just how good does a man have to be able to keep a woman today? The answer is, it doesn't matter. Focus on yourself. You can be the greatest man in the world, and it will never be enough.
If 80% of divorces are initiated by women, why would I marry a broke one? If I marry one with money, she's not going to leave me. So to break the code, you have to be in your soft guy era. So if she makes more money, she's not going to leave you. But if she does, she has to pay you. Hold on. Drizzle. Know your worth. You are the prize. Because if she wants to leave, what sense does it make that I need to pay her? You didn't pay me for leaving me. Drizzle.
How are you claiming to be a man and you're saying soft guy era and you're not ashamed? Listen here, any man that is comfortable with a woman coming out of her pocket for him might as well just put on a dress. What has happened to us men? We used to take pride in taking care of our women. This one's definitely getting me all the hoes. Drizzle.
All bullied men so much that they're all now banding together to enter their soft guy era. You bullied them and said that they're toxic if they're too masculine. Being a tough guy or a macho manly guy isn't gonna work for women. Well, you bullied them and it worked. And guess what? You aren't gonna be happy about the monsters beautiful monsters you created with all this drizzle soft guy energy entering the chat. Well, guess what, ladies? Who's gonna take out the garbage? The guys have all joined a pact together and said, it's your job to take out the garbage. Who's gonna be the passenger princess? Not you, it's him. All of these guys are joining together to now be in their soft guy era, and I don't think it's gonna change. In fact, expect more sass. Just when you thought you had too much sass in your relationship, just being you, more sass has entered the relationship. I don't know what y'all created, why you did this. Honestly, go for men. Good for you. As much as I love a manly man, I also love a man who is in tune with their feminine side, in tune with their emotions. I do think guys deserve it, just like we do. I would never ask something for myself that I wouldn't give in return. If I ask you to go get my water or go get me a snack, you better believe that I'm cooking you dinner and I'm doing your laundry. Frank here is a male cat, so he has also entered his soft guy era. Frank, what do you think? It's great?
Can't handle us at our softest, don't deserve us at our hardest. Drizzle. Okay, I draw the line at being the passenger princess. I'm driving. I want to live. It's a huge green flag for the women that actually get it, reciprocity. Anything else, drizzle. My ex-fiancé learned this the hard way. Now I won't talk to a girl if she doesn't talk to me like a king from the start. I've had 28 years of my mom treating me like Prince. Drizzle. I just entered my soft guy era after 12 long years of being bullied, belittled, being told I was a bad boyfriend when I literally treated her nice. I'm now Soft guy era. Drizzle, drizzle. This is honestly the best way to defeat these women ridiculous standards. Just put a mirror in front of them and watch them go wild. This is the side of men they wish they didn't have to see. More and more men are waking up to the fact that giving 100% of themselves and receiving nothing has absolutely no benefits to it. We've been told all our lives, we need to do this, we need to do that. But we never questioned what it is that we get back in return. The culling game for the soft guy era movement is just getting started.
You're a single girl and you want to meet guys in the wild, the ratio is
stacked against a girl who can't afford a soft king. You want to meet a guy, go to the grocery store. Good old-fashioned Whole Foods Central Market. You see a guy checking out his groceries, cut in front of him in line, and then hand the cashier your credit card and say, I've got his groceries. Go to a car wash and take the sponges from the employees, and when the guy pulls up, start washing his car and wash it all the way and say, it's free for you, king. Thank you so much. Buy a spa and advertise free massages for all soft kings. And then boom, you've got all the best men in the world coming to get massages. You give them free massages. You'll be so lucky to be able to spend time with them. Drizzle, drizzle. But did you know the best one is actually right here on TikTok? There are so many kings doing live streams all the time. They're talking about science and math and cars and gaming and cymatics and spirituality. Get on their live streams. Start giving them some compliments and then start making some donations. Support these soft kings in their era. Thank you for the roses. Thank you for the roses. Mars is in retrograde and it's drizzle, drizzle season. If you want a man, get ready to spend.
I agree. You know the problem I have with the drizzle, drizzle movement? Is really nothing less attractive in a man than seeing him follow up after other men. Women want to be with leaders. We don't want to be with no little boys that's following up after other men, listening to what the big homie says. We want to be with the big homie, you know? And a lot of these drizzle men you see in the comments, it's like, that's right, king. That's right. That's right. It's like, it's one, y'all copying sisters and you're getting feminine tendencies because of it. Because as women, we like, yeah, girl. That's what we do. Y'all are supposed to be leaders in these streets where, you know, your sons are only supposed to be saying, that's right. Not, you know what I mean? Y'all are literally out here following other men like y'all not grown, like you're not grown men. And that's simp behavior, which is why many of you are getting played for your money. Because the official brothers, they ain't getting played for their money out here. They know how to talk to a woman. They know how to make a woman feel some kind of way. If you official out here, you been living a soft damn life. You better tell them. If you official out here as a man, you been living a soft damn life. That's why we saying we gotta live a soft life, because we've been giving these MFs soft lives, you know. Y'all taking the wrong approach. Instead of trying to become women, try to become your big homies. Your girl wants the big homie. That's the problem. Y'all got to try to become the big homie. Stop trying to be the followers. Stop trying to be the women. Become the big homies, man. You know what it is in school. All the girls liked your big homie. That's what y'all need to be shooting for.
First of all, these men are not following up on other men. They are coming together to put these women delusions to rest. And the simplest way they're doing it is just by flipping the script. That's just how simple and easy men can get things done. It's easy to make an emotional creature even more emotional without lifting a finger. And it's really hypocritical of this woman to not even mention the disgusting advice the sprinkle movement is giving to women. Put yourself first, fellas. These birds are not worth the squeeze.
Women want their soft girl era. We want our soft guy era in 2024. Drizzle, drizzle. Because this whole 666 bullshit that women have been pushing. I want a man that's 6 figures, 6 feet tall with a 6-inch this. I want a 6-pack. They're unrealistic standards. And men have been demonized, told that they broke, they're dusty. But what does a woman do in return? Oh, she just comes with a shitload of baby daddies, high body count, around. Men have just gotten fed up. A man can go to the Philippines, he can go to Thailand, he can go to Latin America, he can go to the Middle East, he can go all over the world and find a woman. You are stuck with the men that you have within your geography. And if you cannot negotiate with a man, you are going to be alone. This whole sprinkle movement have made you guys stupid. And this is the only way that men can actually bring awareness to your stupidity. Drizzle, drizzle.
That is true.
Baby, I've been off of social media for 2 weeks. 2 weeks. And I come back and y'all talking about drizzle, drizzle. Soft guy era. I blame you, sprinkle woman. That's who I blame for this. Absolutely. Y'all think that y'all can go to the complete opposite end of the spectrum? You can be in the far right or the far left and not expect men to follow? Ladies, I want you to understand something very, very quickly. Men follow the trends of women. And I wish that if you understood this, that you would know how powerful a woman really is. When women started getting this super independent, I don't need no man mentality, what do men do? They started acting like that women didn't need no man, right? And of course, I'm not talking about all men. I'm just talking about the men who fall into that category. And you are independent, right? When you started doing all of that, what did the men do? They started getting a little bit sassier. They started getting a little bit more feminine. And again, that's because men follow the trends of women. So when you get to the point of talking about sprinkle, and using men for money and not loving them, right? And not wanting to have actual relationships with them, but them just taking care of you, them just tricking on you essentially. What did you think was going to happen? They were going to follow the trend. Ladies, I wish you understood that if you wanted men to act a certain type of way, that you have the power to control that. And that's all I got to say about this. Y'all be safe.
She doesn't have the power to control anything unless that man allows it. A man who's okay with being controlled by a woman is a weak man. That's the kind of man these modern women take advantage of. They use and abuse that man and then throw him away. The crazy thing is, these women are always calling back to that same man once they're in their 50s. They treat that kind of man like an option. The best thing that man needs to do is break away from that spell. And by the way, the drizzle movement went over this woman's head. She has no clue.
Okay, let's clap it up. Round of applause for all and everybody who is just appalled by this drizzle. Okay, before y'all even think y'all know what I'm about to say, because you don't. I'm not appalled by it. Matter of fact, it doesn't even bother me. But what bothers me is the fact that y'all are in y'all bag over this. Like, y'all are so upset about this. And what I like to know is, when old girl was on that sprinkle movement, fulminating out the mouth, dogging our men out, talking all kind of trash about them, trying to put us on, give us tips, and teach us how to train and move as if they were pets, a part of our lifestyle. Y'all had no words for that. Y'all were hooting, hollering, cheering it up, sharing with your friends, tagging this person, you know, oh yeah, that's racist, oh my God, this, that, and the third. But now that somebody else has started this drizzle movement, y'all got all the issues in the world. And all I like to know is, why?
Okay, in terms of the whole drizzle thing, it's not even worth acknowledging because it's just like, it's an insult to my intelligence to acknowledge it. But something I keep thinking about, and it just pleases me so. It's not like this yet, but this is the world that I dream of. I dream of a world where women have the power that men have. Where we are the people who make up the majority of office. We make up the majority of political positions. Make up the majority of CEOs. Make up the majority of people in finance. We're the ones who have all the power in society. I would love to be in my 50s and my 60s and dating guys in their 20s just so they can like sit around and look pretty and I have the resources and I give them the resources at my leisure and they're just around to make me look good in social environments. Something to have my arms, something to make me feel young. I love the idea of that world. We're not there yet. If y'all think you're gonna get beautiful young women to shower you in gifts. No. That's just not the way the world works right now. But you guys are more than welcome to go get yourselves a sugar mama. In the meantime, I think women, the young women, should either be dating men who give them resources and provide for them, or they should be alone in running for office, getting into finance, getting their finances in order, starting businesses. So in 30, 40 years, we can have the upper hand, and then we can drizzle something on y'all if y'all cute enough. How about that? And as long as y'all talking about some drizzle and making your little TikToks or whatever you're doing, instead of hitting gym, clocking the fuck in, you're going to be losing this race. You're going to be falling behind. And you're already very behind. You're behind and you had a head start. So I suggest you log off and clock in.
That is one of the worst, if not the worst idea I've heard so far on this. If that world were to ever exist, men would suffer for the rest of their lives. The question we all should be asking this woman is, what kind of cat is your favorite?